Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner. This is your host, Kris Canty. And before we get started, please join the KrisCross Corner Facebook group. That is the only way you get to watch the live show. We will be going live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on that Facebook group. So if you don't watch the live show, you can listen, as you are right now, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, and other podcast platforms. Please follow us on Instagram at KrisCross Corner and support the podcast on Anchor. Anchor.fm/KrisCross Corner and donate $5 a month to keep the podcast going. Shout out to all of our listeners around the world. Now, today we're going to be doing a tier list of 2000s movies. Movies from the year 2000 all the way to 2009. And we're going to put them on the tier list. So we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiers. Of course, at the top, we have God tier. The next, we have awesome. The next tier is good. The middle is average. Then we have I, which is like average, but like, I don't really want to watch it. We have bad, trash, and then movies I've never seen before. So we're going to talk about these movies I've never seen. So I don't know what this first one is. Looks like something Remember. But the next one is The Notebook, never seen it. Jennifer's Book, I don't know what that is. Princess something with Barbies, I don't know what that is. 17 Again with Zac Efron, never seen it. Flushed Away, never seen. Enchanted is one of Disney's highest grossing movies, never seen it. Ponyo, never seen it. Don't know what this is. Twilight, never seen it. Donnie Darko, heard it was good, never seen it. Kill Bill, also heard it was good, never seen it. And Hairspray, never seen in my life, ever. So without further ado, let's start this tier list. So the first movie on the list here is Avatar. James Cameron's Avatar from 2009, which grossed over $1 billion. Almost, I think it was $2 billion worldwide. So I thought it was okay. I've only seen it once. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank God it's over. So I'm going to put Avatar in I, because it was an I movie. Some of you guys might not agree. Some of you guys will be like, oh, it should be lower than that, Kris. But I thought it was just I. It wasn't a bad movie. It was before its time, but I guess, I'll put it in I for right now. Next one, we have B movie. I think that was with Jerry Seinfeld. That was a pretty good movie. It teaches you like what bees do, what they're capable of, and what would happen to the world if bees suddenly disappeared. And we don't want that to happen. I still hate bees. I have been stung by a bee before. It's not pleasant. However, that is not, making my rating of this movie even bad, but I might put B movie, I'll put it in average. It was an average movie. I've only seen it a few times. All right, Cars. Disney's Cars. I was not a fan of Cars at all. Some of you guys be like, hey, Kris, you put Cars in trash? Yes, I did, because Cars was trash. For a kid who grew up playing with Hot Wheels, Cars kind of messed up that whole thing for me. Thank you, Cars. You're trash. All right, next we have the live action Cat in the Hat. Yeah, I'm used to the cartoon, so even though it was a good movie, I just put it in average. It was an average movie, below B movie, because I'm used to the cartoon versions of Dr. Seuss movies, not the live action. Same with the Grinch. I like the cartoon better than Jim Carrey's version. Even though Jim Carrey's version was good, I still like the animated version. All right, next, Chicken Little. That is a good movie. I'm gonna put it right there in good. The sky is falling. So great. Next, Coraline. Coraline was an I movie. Coraline was I put it below Avatar. I was forced to watch it because I grew up with girl cousins and they loved that movie. So I guess I kind of liked it, but it's I won't watch it again in my life. So it's gonna go down there. Speaking of the opposite of that, Emperor's New Groove is going to go in God tier because you can't tell me nothing wrong about that movie. If you say something wrong about that movie, unfollow me right now on every social media platform. Block my number. Do all that. And I don't care. Because Emperor's New Groove is one of the best movies ever made. Next, we have Holes with Cleo Thomas, Shia LaBeouf, Eartha Kitt. I say that's a good movie. It's not awesome, but it's a good movie. Better than Chicken Little. Was it Sam? No, it's not Sam Ditwitty. It wasn't Ditwitty, was it? I think it was. I think that was his name on the movie. So anyway, it was great. Ice Age. The first Ice Age. Clarification. That's gonna go in good as well. DreamWorks outdid themselves. Was it DreamWorks? Was Ice Age DreamWorks? Fact check. Let me see. Ice Age. With Ray Romano. Dennis Leary was in that movie as well. Wow. Nope, it was 20th Century Fox. So yeah, so now it's 20th Century Fox. So it could be on Disney Plus. Check out Disney Plus if you don't have it already. Great collection of movies. Speaking of great movies on Disney Plus, The Incredibles from 2004. That was probably the last good Disney movie from my childhood in 2004 with The Incredibles. That's gonna go in God tier. I want to say above Emperor's New Groove though. It's still in God tier, but not above. Not above Dennis Spade. You threw off my groove. Oh, I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's Groove. Just threw him out the window. Hilarious. What is this? This is iRobot. iRobot with Will Smith. I did not murder him. Was it Sonny, the robot? Turned out to be one of the good ones, and all the rest of them turned evil. It's pretty much what's going to happen if we all get robots later in life. So this is a really good sci-fi film, and iRobot should go in awesome because it was a very great movie. Iron Man. I think this is Iron Man. The first one. I've only seen two of the Iron Mans. I've seen the first one and the second one. And I think Iron Man should go in awesome as well, above iRobot, just because it's the first of the of the MCU that we see today on Disney Plus. Like everything before that is not the same like canon. So shout out to Iron Man to kicking off the MCU we know today. Next, we have Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde was a good movie. I'm gonna put it in good because it was okay. Better than Holes. I'll put not better than Ice Age though. Next one, Madagascar. This is definitely a DreamWorks movie. Let me see if it is, because I forget my animation studios. Madagascar. It was DreamWorks. Yes, it was. You had Chris Rock, Marty, Alex. Oh, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I was like, hold up, these niggas cussed. DreamWorks was like DreamWorks. I mean, all cartoon movies were kind of like underlying, like all the underlying adult jokes and stuff that we didn't get as kids. We was like, oh, he's just saying Sugar Honey Iced Tea. But I was like, wait a minute, hold up. He said shit. So yeah, Madagascar belongs. I put it in good, above, not above Holes, but above Chicken Little, definitely. Paul Blart, Mall Cop. That was an average movie. I'm gonna put it in above the B movie, but it's an average movie. Next one, I think it's Master of Disguise. Master of Disguise was an average movie to me, above the B movie, not above Paul Blart, because Paul Blart is hilarious. Mean Girls. Now, a lot of y'all are about to be mad at me for not putting this in God tier. However, there's so many one-liners and memorable moments from this movie that I have to put it at the top of awesome. Above Iron Man. Sorry, Iron Man, but you don't go here anymore. Anyway, next we have Monsters House. What was Monsters House? I believe I saw this. I believe I've seen this movie. Monsters House. That was with. It was with Mitchell Musso from Hannah Montana. Maggie Gyllenhaal. Nick Cannon was in there too. Sam Lerner. Yeah, this was a whole bunch of Disney people on here. So Monsters House, I don't know. I say it was alright. Next one, Monsters Inc. One of the movies I know every line, word for word. It's going in God tier. All the God tier ones are cartoons for some reason. Well, the 2000s were my childhood, so that's kind of how it's, it's biased. But hey, it's my list. Next is Fantastic Mr. Fox. I'm gonna put this in bad because it was a bad movie. I was like, Mom, take me home. I don't want to be here. This is too much for a kid like me. I don't want to watch a fox. What is it? Napoleon Dynamite. It's not I wouldn't put it in any of the good tiers. Napoleon Dynamite belongs in. It was an alright movie. It wasn't like nothing really sparked for me. So I'm gonna put it in bad with Mr. Fox. Because I don't see the hype around it. People was like, you didn't see Napoleon Dynamite? I'm like, no one wants to see that crap. And then I saw it for the first time. I was like, I'm so glad I did not watch this movie because it was nothing. Speaking of the opposite of nothing, Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I think that's what it was called, is going in awesome. Above iRobot, but not above Iron Man. I think it was Disney's highest grossing film in 2005. Before Star Wars took over, then it would be Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith, when Disney took over Lucasfilm. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Start of the trilogy. I finally saw the third installment of Chronicles of Narnia, and the third installment was okay, but 1 and 2, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then the second one I believe was called Prince Caspian. Those are the best ones. The best two out of the three. Third one they could have done without, in my opinion. All right, next we have National Treasure. I think that's with Nicolas Cage, I believe. National Treasure was an okay movie. I'm gonna put an I at the top of average, above Paul Blart. Sorry, Paul Blart. Over the Hedge. That was a funny movie. Super funny. It's gonna go in good because I mean it was funny, but better than Actually, nothing's better than Madagascar when it comes to the cartoons and good, but nothing is better than Ice Age. Nah, you know what? Ice Age should move up just because Madagascar is in good. I don't want to put those in the same category. And Madagascar is going to be above Legally Blonde. All right. So right now in God tier, we just have Emperor's New Groove, Monsters Inc., and The Incredibles. All Disney movies. 2 of them Pixar movies. All right. Next Pixar movie we have Ratatouille. Disgusting concept, but very good movie. Good. I'll put it above Over the Hedge, but not above Holes. So it's in the good tier. Very good movie. Robots as well is going to go in good. Robin Williams, one of his best movies that he did a voiceover for. Better than Ratatouille, not better than Holes. Meet the Robinsons. That was an alright movie. I'll probably never watch it again, but it's better than Avatar. Way better than Avatar. I forgot that Meet the Robinsons was a Disney movie. And if you're thinking the same, you're not alone. Next, School of Rock. Now, people know me as a person who loves music, a lot of music. I'm very eclectic, and I love rock music. If I had a top 3 music genres, it would be number 1, rock, 2, R&B, and 3, hip-hop. And School of Rock sparked my love for rock music. I was like, who is this guy? They're jamming. And it's all because of either it's for School of Rock or Guitar Hero, those games back in the day. But if I had a movie to pin it down to, it would be School of Rock. And because it has influenced my life significantly, it's going in God tier. Under The Incredibles, though, because The Incredibles were amazing. I put it above The Incredibles. Where's my super suit? I'm the greatest good you ever gonna get. Next, we have the live-action Scooby-Doo film, trash. Next, we have Shark Boy and Lava Girl, also trash. Next, we have Shark Tale with Will Smith. I'm sorry, Will. Shark Tale was not it. I put you in I. I'm sorry. No, I'll put you on average above Master of Disguise. There we go. Walking out the wash. All right. This is going to be, I mean, 2 of them came out in the 2000s. So Shrek and Shrek 2. Shrek 2 will go in awesome because it was an awesome movie. Above Iron Man. Sorry, Iron Man. Actually, not above Iron Man. I put it above Narnia. But no, first Shrek is iconic, and it's going to go in below Monsters, Inc. So DreamWorks had Shrek, Disney had Monsters, Inc. And both of those movies are amazing and will be in my heart for the rest of my life. Next, we have, what the heck is this? Spiderwick. I've never seen that. It's one of the movies I didn't see. So, bye. Spirited Away, never seen. SpongeBob movie, never seen. Sorry, guys. Spy Kids. I forgot about Spy Kids. Wow. I'm old. When did Spy Kids come out? Spy Kids. It's a dementia film. I know that. Troublemakers as well. Spy Kids came out in 01. Jeez. I'm old. That was 20 years ago. Uh, I remember it very vividly. I would say it was a good movie. I wouldn't say it was like the best. I put it over Robots. It was a good movie. What is it? Step Brothers? Step Brothers with Will Ferrell. Goodness gracious. Well, I would put Step Brothers in, I would put it in good above Holes. Super Bad is going in I because it wasn't a good movie to me. Jonah Hill and all that. I put it above Coraline, but it's a movie I can go without. I think it was Jonah Hill's breakout movie before he went on to bigger and better with 21 Jump Street, etc., etc. Surf's Up. I forgot about Surf's Up, so I'm gonna put it in bad because I forgot that was a movie. Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell as well is gonna go in. That was an average movie to me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. If you disagree with me, I don't care. It's going in average. Transformers. The first one with Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox. It's just a great movie. Transformers should go in awesome because it was an awesome movie. Autobots. Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet wasn't an average Disney film to me. It wasn't really. The commercials on the DVDs, like coming soon to own on video and DVD. Like Treasure Planet was one of those films doing the previews on the VHS and the DVDs. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a great movie. But then I watched it. I was like, it was okay. So it was an average movie. I've seen it a million times, so that's probably why it kind of like went away. Speaking of going away, Up, 2009's Up. Now let me tell you about Up. The first 5 minutes of the whole film put me in tears, as most Disney films. The rest of the movie was just him trying to, go on the adventure that he never had with his wife, which is also sad. Up, in all fairness, will go in. It was an alright movie. I put it above Meet the Robinsons, but it wasn't average. It was like the bottom, in the middle, but at the bottom of the average, top of I. Wally, the same as well. I put that in I, above Meet the Robinsons. Not the best Disney Pixar movie, but it does foreshadow a lot of stuff that we're doing today. Staying inside, eating a lot, not caring about the planet. Yeah, it's kind of real. White Chicks with the Wayans brothers. That's going to awesome. Definitely. Making my way downtown. It's hilarious. Hilarious movie. I highly suggest watching White Chicks. And the last one on this list is the first X-Men movie from 2000. Now that series was pretty good when you look back on it, except for the last one, Last Stand, I think it was. They should have just not made that movie. Anyway, the first X-Men was pretty darn good. And I will stand by that. I will fight anybody who says anything else otherwise. I think it'll be above Step Brothers. It will be in the good category. X2 was the best one out of this trilogy, which would be an awesome. I don't think any of the X-Men would be in God tier. But hey, that's how my tier list goes. So skip the unseen movies. God tier, we have New Year's. I said New Year's. Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2021. In God tier, we have The Emperor's New Groove, Monsters, Inc., Shrek, School of Rock, and The Incredibles. In the awesome tier, we have White Chicks, Mean Girls, Iron Man, Shrek 2, Transformers, Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, iRobot, and Ice Age. And in the good tier, we have Madagascar, Legally Blonde, X-Men, Step Brothers, Holes, Spy Kids, Robots, Ratatouille, Over the Hedge, and Chicken Little. So that is the end of my tier list. And that has been another episode of KrisCross Corner. Please join the KrisCross Corner Facebook group to watch the live show. Subscribe to the podcast on Spotify or Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, and please share the podcast with other people. Stay safe, social distance, and be nice to each other.